I will say this. I have a newfound love for Fallen Kingdom. I mean, it's making me do Jeff Goldblum mannerisms. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Jurassic World Dominion. That's right, guys. The conclusion. Second trilogy conclusion of the whole thing. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Colin Trevorrow is back, and we got everybody here. Well, maybe not quite everybody, but, when it comes to characters that show up in this, I'm going to do a spoiler discussion that'll be posted tomorrow. Look forward to that because I do have things to say about this. But, yes, you do have, of course, Grant. You have Ellie. You have Ian Malcolm. You got them coming back, of course, with what's her name? And I'm like, what is her name? Claire! That's who Bryce Dallas Howard is playing. And, of course, you got Owen. You got Maisie. Everybody coming back and meeting up. And, obviously what happened in Fallen Kingdom, the island is no more. The island is no more. This is the first Jurassic Park World movie that does not take place on an island. I mean, yeah, there's been other times, of course, that it's been on the mainland, but this is the first time that it's like, okay, they're here, they're roaming around. This is 4 years later. What is happening? So obviously there's a lot of things that are happening, and we catch up on everybody. And then, of course, we have yet another sleazy company that's, trying to do something with these dinosaurs to benefit, I guess, the greater good. And, of course, there's always money involved. There's always something involved. And then there's always new types of creatures, new dinosaurs that show up. But then I think with me, though, I was going, okay, but what's going on with Blue, all right? Because doing a rewatch, and I'm glad I did a rewatch except for Jurassic Park 3, which I was like, didn't need to be within the rewatch over last weekend, but I rewatched everything else leading up to this, and I was like, okay, the biggest thing is like Blue. What's going on with Blue? But anyways, here we go, guys. So what did I think of Jurassic World Dominion? Frustrating because I was just it's not terrible. Okay, I'm not going to say, like, this movie's a piece of shit, don't go see it, it's horrible, it's awful, whatever. I'm not going to be one of those people because I know people like to go heavy on that kind of stuff, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. And basically, I think it's just, like I said in my first reaction, it's just all the pieces were there. All the pieces were there, but it just felt like, it did feel Rise of Skywalker-esque because it was like, go, 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 just go. Like, things didn't have time to breathe. And some people were saying it was too long. I'm like, I don't know. To me, it wasn't long enough. If anything, it would have been great if maybe the last one started reintroduce. I don't know. I really don't know how to fully explain it. And it's just, it's really, like, I've been thinking about it. And, as much as I love seeing the old cast back with each other and all that, and then, of course, the new cast going in, and there's some great moments in this movie, I just think that not being on the island, it was like, okay, what do we do now? What do we do now? How do we approach this? And I think they had, what was going on is they had the idea there of like, okay, so this has been 4 years. There's dinosaurs now on the island. I mean, obviously, humans are we suck. So we're going to be utilizing these dinosaurs in specific ways, underground stuff. I get all that, and I was like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. But then at the same time, I'm just kind of going like, all right, but, there's what you're doing, and this character, which I'm not going to say because the spoilery that shows up, I was like, oh, well, that's cool, but the execution is horrible. That's the thing. It was like the execution and just trying to get everybody, and it's just, because I'm thinking about how Dr. Grant was after watching Jurassic Park again, and Ellie, and then it's just like Dr. Sattler, I should say, it's just, and then Ian, and then just kind of how they all were introduced. See, the thing is, we want to do a movie like this where we're going to have the legacy characters coming back. I was expecting, oh man, we're going to have some crowd cheering moments in the packed house that we're in. They're going to do some really cool, like, reveal. I'm not saying it has to be goddamn Andrew Garfield coming through a fucking portal level reveals. I'm just saying add a little creativity when you're reintroducing these characters. So then people can start clapping in the movie theater. I mean, this is a movie you want to see on the big screen with a group of people. So just have those type of moments. Be a little more crafty when you're introducing him in the shot, and it just wasn't there. There just wasn't any kind of, it was like, oh yeah, so there's Dr. Grant, Dr. Sadler. Oh yeah, there's Ian Malcolm. Remember him? I mean, he was kind of in the last one, but there he is. We're going to show him on that first. And then, and it's like, oh, come on. But like I said, not all bad, but then there's something in particular that happens in here that doesn't really get mentioned by a certain character. Again, spoiler discussion, look forward to that. There's some cool little sequences, especially one with Claire, where she's running away from something, and like the way that they do that, it was cool. I mean, there's some cool things that happen. Oh, of course, you got Rexy that shows up, and yeah, you know, you have a moment with her. Obviously, she's going to be she, he. I mean, I guess it's a he more, right? I don't know. I don't. Everybody look up the dinosaur skirts. No, I mean, obviously, going to have those moments, and then you know, there's some cool callbacks, and then of course furthering the storyline of Maisie, which you're kind of going, okay, yeah, because obviously we found out, oh hey, guess what, you know, and spoiler if you haven't seen Fallen Kingdom, it's like, oh yeah, she was a clone, and I thought, I was like, okay, so further, well, I mean, if you're gonna go that route, keep on going, but it just didn't seem like it did, so they did this whole other thing, and it was just kind of like, all right, well, first off, it gives you the heebie-jeebies, but whatever, but man, I tell you what, it just felt like there were some missed opportunities when it came to certain things, and especially this one character, and it just seemed like they made this one character a little too on the nose. Like there is a reason, there's a reason why certain other movies have spoofed the very look of this character, because it's so cliche, and they fucking did it here, and it was just kind of like, what are you doing? Don't do it like that, please. What do you just make him look just a little different? And then, like I said, the heart of the Jurassic World story has been the relationship between Owen and Blue. That's been emphasized. And then for the most part, it's like it's been done well. I thought Fallen Kingdom carried it a little more when it was showing like videos of him training Blue from little tiny Blue, and it was just kind of going, okay, so we're gonna get some more resolution with that. Which, yes, there's a part of the story that revolves around that, but it just felt like it was not enough. I was going, okay, it just you build it all up, and it was just like, felt like it was just like pretty quick, and it was just quick moment. I don't know. It just felt, I was a little let down by that, because that's what I really was enjoying about the Jurassic World storyline, was that relationship right there. And I don't know, man. It's just, I'm going to have to watch it again, because like I said, I wasn't too thrilled about Fallen Kingdom after I watched that. But then I've watched it 2 more times since. I watched it when it came out on video, and then I watched it, of course, this past weekend, and I have a newfound respect of what was happening in there and what J.A., what's his name, was trying to make. And I was like, oh, wow, man, if somehow they could have, and I'm going to talk about this more in the spoiler review discussion, but man, if somehow they kind of combine, I don't know. But Fallen Kingdom is definitely ranked further up now. I have a newfound respect for that after watching this, because I'm just saying, like, yeah, they just wanted to, like, hey, remember this callback, remember that callback? And I'm like, yeah, cool, but it just felt like everything was just quick and kind of like, you know, it's just a little messy. Just a little messy. Not little messy. It was messy. So that's just it right there. I'm just, I'm almost thinking, like, sometimes when it comes to this stuff where you have legacy characters in these franchises, I almost think, like, just like they don't know what exactly to do, but then they just go, well, just put anything out. People are going to pay for it. People are going to watch it. So I just kind of worry when it comes to stuff like that, because sometimes it's done pretty damn well. When it comes, look at what just happened a couple weekends ago, Top Gun Maverick. I mean, you're talking about a big-time legacy character that only had one movie, and they fucking nailed it. They nailed it. So sometimes it could be done just like, hey, you did it. But this one just was like, fuck, you dropped the ball a little bit. So anyways, guys, look for my spoiler discussion tomorrow. I'm going to talk a little bit more about a certain character and certain other things that, you know, just some missed opportunities. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What you think about Jurassic World Dominion. Yeah, just let me know. Hit that like, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Become a member if you want to. All the links are provided down below, like the Patreon and all the stuff that's around me. All right, guys. Life finds a way. Talk to you later.